Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, back here, Derail Valley, happy to see that my locomotives are here, because then at least I know there's some persistence or whatever. So, we just serviced these, and it cost us, in the last episode I should say, and it cost us 7,000, about 8,000 instead of the 15 or 16 that we would have had otherwise. All right, so I think we're okay here. We just need to get, yeah, okay, so that stays on. Yeah, actually, all of this looks like it worked, but yeah, let's start this up. Got everything down. We're gonna reverse, turn off our brake, and then we are actually going to, come on, we're actually gonna run over here where we can see, oh, well, we don't even have to do that. Never mind. So, I'm gonna put this down right there, because we want it to be recharging when we get some daylight, because we're gonna need that eventually. But anyway, yeah, we can just pull right out of here. Alright, definitely seems like it's good. And then we're gonna go see, because we should have lots of jobs out of here. I think I just need to get used to coming to the harbor all the time, because I think that's just how it's gonna work. Not sure what's happening there. Alright, but yeah, this will pull us through. So yeah, I was just trying to get to the map. So yeah, because I thought that was the diesel, but it isn't. But it's good to know we can go in the shop, do all those things. So manual service, a lot less intimidating than I thought it would be. So that is good to see. Now I'd love to take something somewhere I've not been. I just don't know that that's what we're going to find. So we'll get in here. So I'm going to need to check the position when I stop here, because again, we're moving, like clearly the handbrake here is off, but the rest of it I'm not so sure. Okay. So just gonna go look. It is off. I mean, I know we're not, you know, kind of doing what we need, but we're going to, at this point, just flip this and change the reverser, and we're going to head over to the station. Once we release the brake, like, yeah, we definitely have a problem here. But, so, yeah, I'm going to put a link down to a community map that I have found that is one of the most helpful apps I've seen with this game, especially for someone, like, if you're like me, that you're new to it, and you don't know the map really well. But the grades and all of that stuff, definitely really interesting. So see, I don't know why we weren't going, like, this is what I would expect, like 20, the other way. So I don't know. what was going on. But anyway, let's see. So, yeah, we're not there yet. You definitely want to stay to the left. So I think it's getting to be morning. So we're going to see what the weather looks like. But we're at the point I talked about this where I think we do need to just be prepared to do several jobs, lots of jobs, and make a good amount of cash here. Okay, so I wish there was like a good way. How do we... There we go. That's how we see. Alright, so we're gonna stop here because that's taking us like into the E yard and we might not want to go there. Alright, so let's head over, see what today looks like, because obviously we got water on the ground. And again, if we know anything... Right, so it's clear until 1800, but yeah, it's 7 a.m. So we have 110,000 in case we decide there's something else we want. I mean, really it would just be like concurrent jobs. So goods factory, like we've been to, it's not a bad idea to maybe pull some things there. So I'm looking at this one, and oh, that's the oil refinery. But that would... See, and we don't need hazmat, but that's just a logistical haul. So let's see, where's the oil refinery? It's going to be OR. Okay, so that's way up here. But if I'm taking something to the good, we're not really close. Alright, so I guess let me look at things I can't do. So like here we go. So yes, to move these, you need, and again, you're unloading them, so I understand why you need hazmat. So I'm going to get rid of the jobs I can't do, which may not be many, honestly. So, long haul, long 2. Scrap metal, long haul. Like, I think we can do all those. And again, I also honestly don't want to do shunting jobs, but... because the thing is, then this is going to go to the machine factory in town. So this moves excavators. So I'm gonna put these over here, like shunting jobs that might be able to give us something that we want. So 308, how heavy is that one? 240. But man, this one, woo. Long and fragile. This is interesting. Because if I couple this with, say... Was there one going? Okay, so we don't have an obvious freight haul right now. But I'm gonna put this one here, because I don't like that 5,000 one. Okay, this one's not real big. I'm not a big fan of this, so we're gonna toss that over there. This one is really heavy, and we'd be dragging it to the steel mill. See, but this is drop-offs. I don't understand, like, why... I'm gonna put this down, because in the yard, like, we can do some things here. Okay, and this requires hazmat, so I can't do that. So again, let me grab the other ones that are probably hazmat. So yeah, delivering nitrogen. So that's to the food. I also want to get a little familiar with some of these. I thought I saw some other ones. So the food factory in town. So it's going to be FF. I think that's on top, yes. Okay, ammonium nitrate. To the farm, which I think is fertilizer. Let's see, that's 50,000. So, like, these are the kind of jobs I'm talking about. Now, deliver forestry trailers. So this is going to Forest South, which is there. So that could be possible. So let's lay this down here. All right, and then we have 518. That's going to City West, but I know where that is. That's a lot of stuff. Oof. So we're definitely... So the harbors, I'm starting to love the harbor because, man, we got some options. All right, so these, I've got to lay these down together now because... Yeah, see, so the goods factory is what I really need, not the machine factory. So I think this is a nothing. Because I really have nothing else going there except like this $9,000 job. Well, we have this. So that was the one so hold on. Because obviously if this is going there too... Alright, so let's see. Machine, like that's way over there though. Ay, ay, ay. So this might just be an episode of figuring out what to do. Alright, so goods factory, the oil refinery. See, but this is just a logistical haul. The oil refinery is up there. And then the steel mill, again, we're just... Because that's the thing. Like, if I go from here, I can drop something at the steel mill and go to the goods factory. So there is that. Oh, machine factory. So it's like, what's on the way to machine factory? So I'm trying to figure out, like, getting these cars to the oil refinery is not inexpensive. And it's only 100. Because this will be 5. I'm getting tempted to do these shunting jobs. Now, where's this one going? Oh, this one's going to the steel mill. Well, but that's just getting stuff ready. So yeah, we could also then take those. All right, that's not really doing much. But we could just grab those if we're going to the machine factory and take them. And that's food factory. But that's, again, kind of way up there. Because I could go in here and then I think just like come backwards. I mean, the other thing we could potentially do, let me look at the map. Because I just think, oh, well, I can't. Yeah, the grade's not too bad if I just go out of the machine factory. Because initially I was like, well, I'll go to the oil, like I'll go into the machine factory, back out, and then go here. But going around this way is actually not too bad. So it's just how much maneuvering room are we going to have? Because right now I'm looking at like making, although this would probably be my last thing, because then I'm going pretty empty, and then even though there's some heavy grades up there... Alright, so let me think this through. Because if I basically put these on first, they're 190, like that's a nothing, but getting 35,000 just to move empty cars there. You know, the challenge we're going to have is I don't know that I'll be able to take anything out of there, although maybe, again, I'll have enough money and maybe I'll do a hazmat license. Because, yeah, doing these shuntings, I mean, I'm only imagining... Well, see, because these are unloads. And then I'm wondering if what's going to happen is we're just going to get a bunch of empty cars, which, again, won't be bad. I mean, hey, it's a job. Because we could also potentially do City West. It's just a matter... We might need concurrent, too. I don't remember if we have that. Alright, we don't. So it's possible, like, if I have 4 or 5 orders, I might... But again, that's 20,000, and yes, it's going to raise my insurance, but... So this could be crazy. This could just be crazy big. I mean, again, this episode would just probably be get these ready, and then next time we'll be doing some crazy stuff. Because here... And the thing is, like, I don't know that I want to do these together. So we'll start with this one, because this just is a single drop-off then, where we're just going to put the cars, because I think then to get something going... See, I'm worried this might not work, but then what might work is I might have these freight hauls to City West, and I can grab one of them at least. This one's kind of heavy. Or wait, what did I see with City West? Oh, down here. 417, 5... Yeah, see, I can't really grab both. I'd have to probably pick one. And obviously I'd grab the more expensive one, because, man, 51,000 for only 100 extra tons. You know, I'm sure that's just what is available. So anyway. Alright, so I'm going to take this one. Yeah, I'm just worried this is going to get more complicated, because I'm trying to, like, do 2 things together. But anyway, so let's go... And now I want to go to D... Yeah, I gotta go to E9I, which is fine, so that's where we're headed. So, pretty exciting. I'll tell you, it's pretty exciting. Alright, so E9I, and we're coming in from here, so we want to go right, left. So that's kind of always the trick there. Alright, so we're gonna lower this down, and now we're gonna head forward and pick these up. And this is going to be a cheap job, but the other one, the other shunting job, is incredible. Because again, that's my highest paying job ever, and that's just for moving stuff around the yard, for goodness sakes. Now again, is my my thing charging up? Yep, it's getting there. So, we don't want to go too fast here. But we're coming in, so we can use our remote. I definitely am going to want to do that. And then if we can haul something crazy... Because again, with no rain, and that's pretty much what we have, I can haul 1,200 tons. So, there is that. And even if it's just, you know, if it's a bunch of empty cars, but I don't know, because it's possible. See, the thing is, the confusing part is the machine factory thing. Now again, I'm assuming that these cars, and given how empty this is, it probably is a good assumption. But the other piece is, yeah, I might have to move things, but like the other one is going to be such a big job So we're gonna get both of these shunting jobs done in this episode, and then you know, we'll go from there. But just need to, again, be careful. So we can so we're gonna hope here, and again, we're looking at SU 71. Yep, SU 71. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna connect this up. No, not the multi-unit. I already have that. These, turn that on. Turn that on. Come on out. Now we're obviously gonna have to hop over here. Oh, no, that's done, so let's go on down. 'Cause, yeah, I think it's all these. Is this it? Is this... No, this is still part of it. That's this whole thing. Okay, this one's locked, so we want to unlock that. Pretty cool stuff that we're moving to. Alright, now I think we're allowed to take this off. I think. We're gonna find out, but yeah, I think we're allowed to take this off, and then again, we're going to D7L, so we'll get back to the store there, or the station, with these, and then we'll turn in the job, go do it. And we'll pick up the other one, because then when we drop them, we can, I guess we won't have to, because we're gonna have to come back and turn the job in anyway. But all of this helps us get some time. But the challenge is if the weather suddenly turns on us, so I probably want to be careful and not take too much. Because, yeah, if I could get, like, another DH4 here, which, again, may be present in the harbor, you know, then I would have enough to haul 1,500 to 1,800 tons. And then we're really talking. Now, yes, we've got big repair bills, but just think what we could take. So again, where are we? Alright. So we need to get past here. Yeah, so we want to stop. Okay. So now we want to head over. And again, we're going to have to go a little further, but we can start remote controlling. Alright. So now we're going to take this, put it in there, grab that, and then again, we have this, and we're taking it to D7L. Alright, so we need to basically get over here, is where we want to be to go to D7. So we're gonna... Oh. I didn't take the remote control with me. Alright, Where is it? Hey, I'm in the wrong one. Alright, so now we want to take this with us. And head over here. And again, we're out in the sun, so this will all be good. So we want to turn this on. We want to lower the brakes. And now we want to keep going. So it's that one that we need to be by. But this is where the remote comes in place. And doing this during the day, I think, will keep this nice and powered up. But we'll get through here. Let's go in 12. If it starts to slow down, we'll worry about it. But yeah, this is awesome. This is just really, really cool. The stuff you get to do here. So, all right. So we're throttled down, and now. So we're set there, and now we're going to D7L, which makes, that should be easy enough. So now we're going, gotta go back to the main yard. Alright, so we're here, so we want to go right. That'll go through, and then we want to go right. And then we want to go in D7. So we're coming in here. So we're going to want to go right, and right, and that'll get us in there, and then we can come out, and we're parking these where? In G, and the nice thing is, yeah, they're all just going to G7S, so we're just basically coming out here again. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're now going to change that, and we're gonna lower this, and we're gonna turn the throttle up, and we'll just kind of walk along, you know, and we'll let this do its thing. We just don't want to get too far away, you know. And this one's questionable, but I'm doing it because maybe we'll get empty cars to take to the machine factory. That's the hope, is that we'll get some good logistical haul out of it, and I can take some crazy long train and go do that. Alright, so we're going 15, which isn't crazy. And then again, we're going over here. And yes, so this is right. This lets us check. I'm just looking at my distance as well. So that'll bring us here. And then here. Yep. So everything is set. So we're just kind of going to wait for him to get here, because again, he's going almost 20 now. There he comes. Okay. Alright. So we're going to back off the throttle, because, I mean, again, there's nothing in 7L, but we don't want to be crazy about it either. But we're going to go in here, unload this, and then we have to go put the cars away. But here it comes. Man, these are awesome locomotives. Such a difference from what you're doing with the DE2s. I mean, and the remote control helps too. I mean, let's be honest. Alright, so at this point, like, we can stop this now. And I can just go over there, and these should unload, because now they're on the platform. So we should get everything there. And then we just need to bring the train back out. Alright, so now I want to unload. Alright, train fully unloaded. So now we can reverse, turn this off, and we'll just run it that way. And that will go back out, because we need to get back out there now to go to the G yard. But again, we can get the train moving well ahead of time. Again, I don't need a lot of fuel. I'm doing this all with one locomotive, keep that in mind. So the other one, I mean, it's encouraging a little bit of damage on the wheels. Okay, so G is down here, so we just need to get past this switch. So this is where we're waiting. And then in the meantime, we're going to G7S. So we want to now get this turned, and then we're going to G7S, again coming in from this side. So we want to go right, 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 right. So we're all set there, and we can't really change anything until, you know, we're here. So, all right. So we're gonna, again, slow this down because we just need to get past here. So we're gonna start slowing down. Alright. You know, and again, you can go a little quicker. I mean, we are on the clock, but, you know, we're certainly doing pretty well there. Alright, actually wanted to, well, at this point I'm not going to bother. I was actually like, I want to throttle up, but I don't need to. So we'll get these box cars, and again, we're way out there. We just need to get through that. Alright, and now we can do that. We can go back here. And now we want to go left into G. And everything else should be set. So now we go here. Again, change this to forward. And drop off the fuel. Well, I don't need to go that fast. And we go there. And we now head over here. Kind of keep an eye on him going here. Just so that we see him coming. And again, he should be up pretty quickly, you know, fast pretty quickly. So the other one is, yeah, we're going to have to shunt cars to two places, and my guess is, given how much it's paying us, there's going to be more involved than just do this and unloading and backing into two spots. Maybe not, maybe because it's a lot of cars, but it just doesn't seem right. So, all right, we're going to turn the throttle off at this point, and now we're going to head over here. And he's going to come in all the way down here. And again, it's like, what do we got? All right, he's unlocked. He is... All right, I better make sure. Because, yeah, he's going to come in here pretty hot, and we're going to have a problem. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like, but I'm guessing we're gonna have to. We're gonna need more room than this, is my thought. So just get ourselves down. Okay. So he can go there. Alright, so we just need to get past there, and maybe we did? No, not yet. So we're gonna wanna throttle that forward and kind of force this a little bit. We'll let the handbrake be on over there. Alright, so now we're all set. We want to put this away here, and again, turn this off, that off, disconnect that and that, and then we need to get handbrake on, and we are all set. So we'll hop in here. We will put this down over there so that it can keep charging, and we're going to change the direction here, and then we're gonna head out of here, because I don't think we were picking anything up from here. I mean, I could be wrong, but if we are, it's okay. We'll come back here. Because, yeah, I should have, that's why I'm like, I should have probably picked up the other one. But I'm like, oh, I'll pick it up when I go in there. But I just don't remember if that one was on G or not. Alright, so we're gonna shrink this down. Alright, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna jump out. Get here. And again, that can move a little bit. It's not gonna go very far, and if it needs to go to D, fine. If it doesn't, fine. But yeah, we should be able to validate that. And we're good. 17,000. And then we're going, whoops. Then we're going to grab this one, which is in C21. So, okay, yes. So we absolutely need to go there. See, so my concern is we're going to have to do something with 5S, D5S, and C1S. I don't know. But, okay. So we're going to put this away. We're going to pull this out. We're going to speed this up. And we'll just get ourselves on here. Alright. So, we'll put that away. And now C, we've not been into. I'm just worried there's more to this than I think. So, yeah, we actually want to go in there to get into C. I think. Right? Oh, no. Ah. Wrong. See, I'm trying to be fancy, and instead, this is how Whoa, 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 whoa. This is how you screw things up in Derail Valley. Alright. So we want to go here, get out of here. I thought it was kind of quick, because I'm like, we're right out of D. And I'm like, no, there's the parking with the other things here, and that's exactly what it was. Alright, so now we'll go here, change that. Alright, and then again, we want to do that, turn that on, and now we'll go. So we're going to go to the left, and then we need to go to the left at the next point. Yeah, because we're coming out here. Well, I don't want to change it. And then in C, we want to go to the left as well. Alright, so we're going to lower this. And then again, I want to change that to that. And then we're going to go to the left. So I think we've been in C. I may have been in C one time. But yeah, it's possible. It's just that these are so large. But yeah, we're going to have to make sure we have the, you know, and again, you're doing 2 drops-offs of large groups of car. I mean, I can't imagine they're mixed up in some way. Like, that would be awful if you had to, like, shunt them apart. But I would think it's like, okay, drop this group of cars here and drop this group of cars there. And that's the info we don't have until we turn the job in and say we're working it. Because again, it's giving us 50 minutes for this, which is just twice as long as we had. And again, we need to be left. And that will be 1S. Almost assuredly. Alright, we're going 10. But I'm hoping it's just that it's, you know, the city buses are probably worth so much. I don't know. Because that's the other thing, like if we look at that, or look at C, like it's a dead end, so somebody back this in here. Alright. It said C1S, right? Oh, that's where we're dropping it off. Silly me. C2I. So I need to, again, I'm like, those are buses. And they are, so... Alright. My goodness. Doing the wrong thing. Okay. So yeah. I'm like... You know, so it's again, like, are there so many cars that we're then gonna have to play some game? But yeah, we need to get past this switch here. Okay. We want to go here and the left. Yep. All right. So we'll undo that. That should power things back up. We'll now do that. And now we'll, again, get moving. So yeah, C2I. Then we're coming back to C1S probably the second time. So that's the thing. Although, again, if we're in D and we drop off at D5, that might be the thing. We might have to come drop the back off at C1S, then come back to D. So it's just a lot of back and forth, back and forth. So it's not crazy. Again, we're going 10. So Like, once again, I can hop off here. And we can, as we get closer... Right. So 4 will be good. That's a lot of buses. Alright. So, I want to get down here. Again, grab this, put it on there, tighten it, connect these. Hello. Come on. Why are you not connecting? Ah. I'm like, it's not lit up. I should have known I was doing something wrong. Alright, I don't like the fact that I'm not hearing... Okay, that is off, which is what it should be. And again, this is, yeah, 308, so I can absolutely do this with one of these. We need to undo this, and we probably need to undo the end, but maybe not. Wow, yeah, this is long. And there isn't much on 1S, so if we think about that... whoops. Alright, nope, that one's loose, so... we just needed that. It might just be that there's so many city buses, they're like, yeah, we'll pay you a lot to do this. Because we don't want these sitting here very long. Just want to make sure. Yeah, these are all still connected. They are. Alright, so now we're going there. And again, we need to go to D7, I'm sure. Right? Yeah, D7L. Again, it is just one that we're towing with, but this thing has got some oomph. And we haven't turned this in yet, so... like, that helps, too. That it lets you do this, and then you don't have to worry about stuff. Now what I want... what I want to do, however... is, I want to go the other way because I want to be going, I want to keep my train out of the yard, because otherwise now, yeah, that would be bad, because I'd be going in straight, and then for unloading it would be okay. So yeah, there is a little bit of this, but yeah, we want to go into D backwards so we can come out. So yeah, this will be good. Let me just make sure there's nothing I'm heading toward. You know, and this again is probably where I want to hop out here. And we want to get past here. So, this is a long, long train. See, I don't know why that... I think it just changed, which is weird, but... and we shouldn't have any problem there, like we can go as far forward as we need. I just need to watch, again, on the distance that we're not, like we're not even halfway yet, I think, and there's the end, so I think we'll be fine. And then again, I can start moving this back to D7L and go and run and turn this job in and kind of be on the way. But yeah, I'm thinking this through because 7, and then yeah, we're going to want to come here and back in the same way. But, you know, hopefully, again, we'll have shorter things. So yeah, we are out there. And this is going to be it. Right here. Alright. So we want to switch that. And then we want to change that, lower that. And we'll bring this forward. We'll just make sure, again, we're seeing what we want to see. Like, obviously, this will come out here. That'll be fine. And then we want to go to D. So, yes, we want to go down here. And then we're going to want to get this one changed in case for some reason it takes longer. And, right. Yeah. Now, hopefully, again, we don't run something off. Oh. Is it going to reconnect? Alright, so I think we're good. Because, yeah, I'm at the limit now. Alright. We should be fine, and he should get within range. So, now we want to turn... Whoop. We want to turn this in. Pick that up. And head on over. Pull this out. Whoop. Pull this out. So here it comes. And there we go. Now we're within the distance. And we can just, again, kind of head out. So I'm sure as it gets red, I'm not sure why we're hearing the weird sound. Because it's almost like it's braking, like it's got some kind of emergency brake thing. Which it shouldn't, but... Okay, so now we're at... Well, yeah, I mean, again, this is the back of the train, and you know how long the train was, so... I'm going to add a little bit of power, because we want to, you know, get in there again. But yeah, it'll come through, it'll go around, and we'll get to the unloading zone. And then we'll have to figure out what we're doing. But pretty cool. You can kind of see the wheels turning. Just kind of neat. Again, there's nothing on 7, so there's no real reason to kind of slow it down. And again, we want it past here is what we need. So we're finally getting all these buses in the right location. But it's literally taken just 5 minutes since I think we left the sea yard. So I'd say we've done pretty well. So, and now we're within 3 blues. So all is good here. And, you know, 7L is fully empty. So... But yeah, the different loads and stuff are they're pretty cool. Because it just gives you a real feeling of, hey, I'm doing some stuff where I think, I'm trying to remember, I don't think Train Simulator really has anything like that. I mean, you're pretending you're loading cars and whatever, but like nothing happens, if I recall. Alright, so just about there. You can see the cranes are moving. I don't know that I've seen that before. That's kind of cool. Okay. See, but they're moving up and down, like if we watch them. So. And I don't know if it's just because something's on there or if they're always moving. I don't know. Yeah, see, because that one's not. The outside one is. So yeah, the middle one probably, I'm sure, just sits there. Alright, so just make sure. Do that. C2I. Unload. Alright. Okay, fully unloaded. So now we need, so let's see what we see here. So let's see what car. Oh, 532, 432. All right, so 432 is here. So, and then we need a lot of cars. So I'm assuming like this is going to be what? CF000, so it's just the third. So CF485. And then CF923. So we've got two more. So it should be this car here, CF203. And then the rest are just CF4, right? Yes, 40 through CF857. Right? Okay. So cool. So yes, so we want to go D5S. So let's hop in here. Alright, and so now we want to, again, change this, lower this. We need to pull out of the yard. Which I guess still honestly makes sense to do with the remote, so. Alright, so 5S I assume is over there. And again, these are lighter, so we do want to be careful. But yeah, so this is just kind of what I figured. You just don't want to trap yourself in the yard, but, okay. So we're going to let this go. And we're going to basically come out here so that we stay within range. Well, but I kind of have to actually go here because this is the switch point. Let's cross over. Yeah, that's the switch point. So that's really where we need to be. And then if we go here, we'll get this, and we want 5S, right? Yes. Whoops, D5S. So if I go here, you know, again, we just want to deal with this. So we're going to go to the right and to the, wait, yeah, to the right and to the right. So right and right, and that will come in. Right. You know, and again, it just has to go so far. And we get a little bit of rain later, but I'm intrigued to see what our next job will be. But yeah, this is pretty sweet. Because I mean, the other thing we can do here is we can get on these, and we can do this. And we can just sit on the back of the train. Do that. We should be all set. So again, whoops. Okay. Okay. So we'll go through here, and then we're going to get to 5. You know, and the nice thing is then we can see what's going on here. Like, there shouldn't be, I imagine, with as many cars as we're leaving here. So I feel better now because we said 1S, like, doesn't have a lot of room. But we're leaving the majority of the cars here on D5. Alright. So now we'll just let this go. Because then we can also go along these and get to like 3 away, and then we'll know, like, hey, when we get to the right point, we'll be good. But yeah, we want to go right, and yeah, I see nothing on there. So I think we can just keep going here. And if we do somehow fall off, we'll worry about that then. There we go. So this is the last car that needs to be in the yard. It's getting dark. So we are losing the day. But we should have plenty of opportunity to go in there. But definitely loving how this is going. Yeah, I'll tell you, if I had known that this had this much depth to it, I mean, again, maybe it only has recently, but like I would have gotten this years ago. I would almost say this is I don't know, this is the most fun train game, because Train Simulator, like, obviously the difference with Train Simulator is you've got, you know, all kinds of places you can go and so forth, because you can use obviously different locomotives here, so like we're not losing that opportunity. Right, so just about there, but there's 5S. Just making triply sure. So the last thing I want to do is leave stuff in the wrong place and then have to come get it and move it again. Alright. Now we'll pull this out. And we are good. So, then let's just make sure, again, C203. Yep, CFF 203. So we're going to Put the handbrake on here. And we're gonna disconnect. Alright. And we're gonna get out. And we will then go and drive the train inside, because it is getting dark. But we'll drop this down, and now again we need to... Obviously, we want to make sure we're not pulling extra cars with us. Alright, and I think rain is beginning. Yep. Now, it was only like 3 hours of rain, so that's okay. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get this done. But we have to now pull all the way past where we were. And then back into the sea yard so that we can get ourselves out with our locomotives. And again, we're going to have to decide, because we haven't used a ton of fuel. I mean, we burned some oil, which is interesting, because I just don't know if that just, you know, what really burns through that. Obviously, something does. Alright, so now we're going by the office. But yeah, we will get... We're not going to get 90,000, but we will get... Well, no, because it's 50%. But no, it's 57, so at 60 we'd only get 30, so... But we're going to get darn near 80. I mean, we'll easily get 75, because that would have been 50,000. So yeah, I'd say we're going to be in the 80,000 range on this job, which is incredible. And again, maybe that'll give us an option to get like hazmat and concurrent and whatever, because it helps when you don't, you know, destroy the whatchamacallit. Whoops. Alright, so we want to kind of slow this down some. Now again, I don't want to slow it down too much, because we do have to go past here. But yeah, we're getting the lights coming up. And yes, I see another DH there, I'm almost positive. So I could get a third. And we could... Oh my god, we could do so many cool things. Oh, well, we'll see. I am stoked. I am stoked. Alright, so we are taking these to C1S. We know where that is to some degree, but we'll bring it back. Again, we're going to want, because we came out of 2I, so we want to go, again, we're coming in, so we're going to want to go left, and that will do it. That will put it where we want it. Everything else should be good. So we can put this away. We can pull out our happy little guy. I think I need to change this. And then we'll know right away. There we go. Alright, and again, we can hop on the back here and just give it a ride. Okay, well, we definitely don't want to do that. That was a little crazy. Didn't realize I had hit the button too many times, but... Alright. So we're going to slow this down a bit. Alright. Again, we're going where those tanks are. So, we're gonna put ourselves there. And then we'll be able to tell when we're past the sign and when we're in the right place. And then what I'll probably do is leave the locomotives here and go to the office. Because again, if we're going to pick stuff up from... I don't think we would pick stuff up from here, given that we're putting some empty cars in here. But if we need the third locomotive or something, if I decide I'm going to do that, like, I'm really tempted. The problem is going to be, I mean, if we think this through, at this point we're past the sign here, so... Right? Yeah, oh yeah, we are way past the sign. Alright, so we want to go in here, turn on the handbrake, and again, go down here, disconnect. So the problem will be, like, if I'm just towing 2 extra things, I mean, they have some weight to them. So, but the other issue will be, once I am, alright, well, I'm gonna turn this off right now. Because, yeah, the issue will be, you know, if I look at these now, okay, it weighs 75 tons. So basically, hauling 2 extra of them is going to be like another 150 tons. And again, it's 600 tons dry, 500 tons wet. But again, like, I could get, you know, I could do like a 1,200 ton train with 3 of them. And I think that would give me some crazy options. But when we come out of the other places, like where there's less jobs, we're going to be hauling these and putting wear and tear on them for nothing, but I don't know that that's still not a bad idea. Yeah, the rain's about ready to end, but at this point, we should be good, and I see green. So again, $86,000. So we are now 213. That is the first time I have cleared $200,000. So if you've enjoyed this, haven't dropped a like, even if you haven't enjoyed it, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider that. There are locomotives out there. And I will see you next time.